I'm Kevin O'Hara for Alcohol Mastery, and today I wanted to talk about the benefit of quitting drinking, which is overall life improvement. So, will your life actually improve once you've stopped drinking? And basically, it depends what you do with all that time and energy that you're going to have on your hands once you are not poisoning yourself anymore. If you spend your time looking backwards and looking at what you're missing and pining after this best friend in your life, this drug that used to be your best friend and now is gone, and you're going through this grieving process, then it's going to be very difficult for you to make the most out of your life. On the other hand, if you can turn your back on the alcohol, think about it as the filthy bastard that it is, the thing that has robbed you of much of your life in the past and was threatening to rob you of a lot more of your life and to eventually take your life. If you can turn your back on that and face forward into whatever the future holds to you, and take advantage of the time on your hands, the extra money on your hands, the extra energy in your hands, the extra pride you'll have in yourself, the extra self-confidence that you'll have in yourself, the extra self-control that you will have. If you can take advantage of the way that other people are treating you with a lot more respect, then you can really do something with your life. I think your life can improve drastically. Imagine all those hours and hours and weeks and months that you spent drinking or overcoming the hangovers, overcoming the recovery, going through the recovery process. Imagine if you had all that time on your hands to do something brilliant with, and all the money that you were spending on alcohol to spend on something a lot better. Imagine what you could do. I find it unbelievable. If you'd have said to me 2 years ago, if you'd have asked me 2 years ago exactly what I would have been doing in 2 years' time, the last thing I would have said to you would have been sitting down and starting writing my third book. That would have been the last thing. And I just can't believe how much my life has improved just because I have eliminated alcohol from my life altogether. And anybody's life will improve. There's no doubt in my mind about this, People think, well, what am I going to do with this, and how am I going to deal with my friends? How am I going to enjoy myself? Most of the time, we just have forgotten how to enjoy ourselves. If enjoying ourselves means getting out of our face all the time and never remembering, that's not really enjoying yourself. And fine well, it's not. Everyone knows that. But it's, for a lot of us, it's the only thing that we know. I drank from when I was in my teens, and it was literally the only way I knew how to socialise and, to mix with other people. It was the only way. When somebody said to me, "Oh, let's go out and let's party, have some fun," immediately it was the first thing that popped up into my mind was alcohol. If I went into a party, I wouldn't be looking for the host to go, "Oh, yeah, thanks for inviting me." I'd be looking to see how much alcohol there was. Now it's like, I'm learning. I'm still learning, but I'm having so much more fun. I've gone through the same questions and answer session a few times in my head, and sometimes you can't help it. If you're feeling a bit down, if I'm feeling a bit down, it's easy to sort of sink back and think, Jesus, 30 years, where could I have been now? What kind of a person could I have been now if I never touched a drop of alcohol in my life? There's really no point in it. It's all the coulda, woulda, shouldas. there's only now, there's only this moment, and there's only making plans for tomorrow. You can't do anything about the past. You can change how you view the past, you can change how you think about the past, and I've done that in spades. Look back and just thought, yeah, what the hell, product of my environment, product of the people around me, and I'm learning. I'm out of it now. I've spoke about this before, that I've lost a lot of weight that I gained while I was drinking and eating crap, and I think my arthritis is sort of, if not gone, it's I haven't seen sight nor sound of it for a long time, so hopefully that's gone, that's in the distant past. One of the biggest things I notice is my brain. I'm able to do more things than I could. I'm able to think a lot clearer than I was thinking, and that's partly because I'm now my brain has got only the chemicals in there that are supposed to be in there. There's a very fine balance of chemicals. I don't understand the brain at all. I understand that it relies on chemical balances, and there's electrical impulses and all that kind of stuff. And all of this kind of stuff is very, this is your brain, for God's sake. Your brain is surrounded by this thing called a blood-brain barrier, and it's there to protect your brain from invading parasites, so diseases and viruses and that kind of stuff, and shit that's in your body that shouldn't really be going into your brain. And alcohol is one of the few things that can penetrate this and get into your brain, and can actually touch your brain. When you think alcohol is there for, alcohol is used as a cleaner, it's used as a solvent, it's used as a disinfectant, as an antiseptic, and there's this thing going into your brain all the time. Regardless of the actual physical damage that's doing to your brain, imagine how that is interfering with just your thought processes. This is something that I realised, I was talking last week about memories and stuff and losing all the memories. It's no wonder you can't remember anything. It's no wonder you can't keep memories in your brain. It's just, it's ridiculous. When this thing that is used as a cleaner is going into your brain, just cleans your mind of all your thoughts, good and bad. You're really talking about the control center of everything that you do, everything that you think, every movement that you make, all happens up here first. So, it's a bit like pouring paraffin on your computer. Just doesn't make any sense. It takes a while for your brain to become unpickled, so to speak. But it does happen. It's not going to happen overnight. The actual alcohol comes out of your system very fast, but it does take time for you to adjust. But once you have adjusted, there is only really improvement there. You will never improve while you're drinking alcohol, but you will certainly improve once you stop drinking alcohol. So let me know if you have any questions, any comments. Sign up to the newsletter over on the website. As I said last week, there's you can, if anyone's bought the book already, if they wouldn't mind going over and leaving a quick review on Amazon, whether it's amazon.com or .uk, I'd really appreciate it. It's the site is kept afloat now through sales of the book, so the comment system on Amazon, the more comments, the more people will be able to see the book and hopefully buy. So if you've left a comment, if you've left a review, then thanks very much for that. And if you've bought the book, I really, really appreciate it. It's one of the things that us English and Irish don't really like doing, is asking for things. But If you wouldn't mind doing that, I would be eternally grateful. So until next time, I'm Kevin O'Hara for Alcohol Mastery. Onwards and upwards.